Alright, I'm going to show you how to make a stiffener that goes to a cylinder. So that can be a little tricky. So here's the technique I use. I'm going to generate a plane. Cuts that part in half. On that plane, I'm going to create a sketch. I'll go flat to the screen. And I'm going to sketch a profile. So we'll put a gusset on here. And I'll go from here over to here, over to here, and hit escape. I want to contact that bottom gusset to the top of this profile.
You're not sharing.
Sorry about that. So we're gonna contact that point at the end to this surface. Did I not get that? Contact the bottom why is that not contacting? Contact this point to this bottom surface there. We got our coincident, but that's not going to work over here because it's going to the grid. I really can't contact to that surface. We'll try. And I know I was having troubles earlier, so I'm going to try and grab that point, grab that surface, and see what it did. It shot it to the center. Because this cylindrical surface is trying to shoot it to the center, and that's not what I want. So how do I get it linked to that surface? We are going to project a silhouette edge that would represent the edge of that surface, looking at it flat to the plane, perpendicular to the plane. So under a silhouette edge, grab that surface, and I'm going to change them all to construction. If you don't change the construction, it's not going to like it when you try and build your stiffener. So that yellow edge is a construction element, and now what I can try and do is go to contact and try and get that point. Sometimes it's a pain trying to grab that point there. And then that yellow edge, and now that point is contacting that silhouette edge. Okay. What I'll do next is auto search that profile, and I'm going to use auto constrain and reference this line and this surface. And I don't know, let's try stack dimension, see how it does it. Let's hit undo. Auto constrain, reference this surface and this surface, stack dimension it. Okay, I had better luck there, so I can control Actually, I don't like the way it did that. I'm going to delete this one and add a single constraint for this top edge, and I'm going to hit equals and grab this one. Equals, and we'll grab this 0.5, select OK, so that those are linked. And I'm dimensioning from the center over here. I could delete this, create a constraint from here to here, make that a 1/2 inch. Okay, let's go flatten out my view. So we're at a 1/2 inch. Oh, you son of a gun. Sometimes it's a pain to move these, isn't it? Got that 1/2 inch over here, 1/2 inch flange here, 1/2 inch here. So I've got a gusset. It's 2 3/4 inches high. 0.5. Off the edge. If I want, I could delete this. Put on a constraint from this line to the top of the surface and make it consistent, so I can do equals and click on this one. Equals, click on this one here. So make it all easy, everything is a 1/2 inch. There you have your gusset shape. I can exit that. Pop over to the ISO view. And the technique here would be part design, so we're going to go to model, and I'm looking for stiffener. That profile is already highlighted. Let's go 1/4 inch thick, and there you have it. Select OK. If I double click this multi-pad, change 4 to 6, it's going to stretch that gusset up. I'm going to hit undo, put it back the way it was. Now what I'm going to do is pick the stiffener and do a transform, and I'm looking for a circular pattern. And I'll do 3 of them, 90-degree angle. And for my reference element, I'm going to pick this outside surface and I'll rotate about that. Okay, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it adds 3 and sometimes it gives me a total of 3. I never know, so I just key it in. Or key in 3 and I'll see if it did the extra third or add 3, or if it just was 3 total. This one is 3 total, so I'm going to change that to 4. I'll just hit the up arrow to change that to 4, preview that, select OK. And that was my technique for using the gusset and changing that gusset, or adding 4 gussets in one simple step with the pattern. And again, this was done using multi-pad. I'll change this 4.5 to 6. This exercise started originally from lesson 7, exercise number 1 in your green book, Richard Cousins' book, the CATIA V5 workbook. And we've added gussets to that. So again, this was for lesson 7, exercise number 1. I'll finish this by going into the ISO view. I would like you to create the same stiffeners and give me documentation on how to create the stiffener linking to the silhouette.